What's the most insane lie a teacher ever tried to gaslight your kid into believing? So my daughter Maya is in 5th grade, and she comes home one Tuesday looking absolutely defeated. She tells me her teacher, Mrs. Gable, spent 40 minutes explaining that the Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure visible from space. Now, I'm a commercial pilot. I literally spend half my life looking at the Earth from 30,000 feet, and I know for a fact that's a total myth. You can see highways, airports, even large greenhouses long before you'd ever spot that wall. I tell Maya, honey, that's actually an old urban legend. It's way too narrow to see without help. The next day, Maya corrects her, respectfully, mind you. But Mrs. Gable shuts her down in front of the whole class. She tells Maya she's disrupting the curriculum and makes her sit in the back of the room for the rest of the period. Yeah, it gets worse. The next week, I had a scheduled day off, so I decided to drop by for career day. I showed up in my full flight uniform, crisp white shirt, captain's bars, the whole 9 yards. Mrs. Gable looked a little shaken when she saw me, but she let me take the floor. I started showing the kids high-res photos from my cockpit and some satellite imagery we use for navigation. I pointed to a massive glowing grid and said, that's Las Vegas at night. And those are the Great Pyramids. Then, I dropped the hammer. One thing you won't see, even from a low orbit, is the Great Wall. It's just too thin. The kids were whispering. Mrs. Gable was leaning against her desk, her face turning a very specific shade of purple. She finally interrupted me and said, Captain, we follow the approved district slides here. We don't need to confuse them with anecdotes. That's when I realized this wasn't about the facts. It was about her ego. So I decided to check the approved slides on her monitor. The file was dated 2004. I told her, the world has changed a lot in 20 years. Maybe the lesson plan should too. She actually kicked me out in front of my daughter. She told me I was undermining the educational environment, but that wasn't even the worst part. The next Friday, Maya comes home with a behavioral warning because she refused to answer the Great Wall on a quiz. She wrote the city of Dubai instead. She got a 0. I didn't call, I didn't email. I walked straight into the principal's office, Principal Vance, with my flight logs and a literal NASA fact sheet. I told her either the grade changes or we discuss why the school is intentionally teaching 20-year-old misinformation. The principal looked at the quiz, looked at me, and sighed. 2 weeks later, the 5th grade science department got a mandatory resource update. Mrs. Gable had to retake the quiz herself. Maya's grade got bumped to an A, and now, every time she hears something weird in class, she just looks at the teacher and asks, is that a fact or is that just a Great Wall story? Safe to say, I'm officially banned from the PTA. Worth it.